G'day, guys. I'm back. Want to speak on energy today, and specifically when you're in business or salespeople watching this, uh, you can either be giving energy to what you're doing or taking it. And I've been a taker for a long time, very long time. Everything that I did in sales, it was what can I get out of this call, or when I got into business and was running my agency with this business at times, what can I take? What can this business do for me? How much money can it pay me? What can it make me feel that I'm not feeling yet? And a big change for me structurally in my focus that has really helped has been dropping that altogether. That it's not about me. It's not about my energy. In fact, it's about giving the energy. And I'll give you a few examples on how this has really helped, because I've noticed I've found more energy through focusing and choosing to see my business in this way. So instead of coming in and hoping that an offer will feel right, or a particular day where I've got a lot going on, hoping that it will energize me, what I choose to access is, okay, where's the energy in my heart, and how can I actually bring that into my business? And again, you might be thinking, but Jordan, if you're exhausted, where's the energy going to come from? But this is the trick, right? I've noticed that when I start to get exhausted, I start to focus on, oh man, this isn't giving me anything. I'm not getting anything out of this project. But as soon as I go, where's the energy in my heart? What am I bringing to this? I start to find it from all kinds of sources. Like when I visualize what I'm creating, that comes from the heart, and the images feed me energy. When I connect to the emotion of the call that I'm about to make to a particular prospect or to the program that I'm creating, the emotion itself, it feeds me something, and all of a sudden I start to go. So there, I've noticed I've started to become a giver and not a taker. And it really does help with other areas of life too. I've noticed that even in conversation with friends, with family, it's like, what am I? And I haven't even been thinking about it. It's really changed in business, and naturally the structures have shifted in my personal life. I'm coming with more of a giving energy, open to listening to people, just being with where they're at and hearing about what they're up to, instead of going, what am I getting out of this? And how can we talk about me more? Right. And it's a huge shift in structure, but I've noticed it's required me to drop a few things. I've had to drop, I need to feel good when I'm doing this, and it's meant to feel a certain way, because that has actually allowed me to feel what the project actually feels like. I know that sounds very far-fetched, but the offers, the sales calls, every single action, it has a feeling of its own. So I've got to feel it to be able to create it. I can't be relying on, I've got to feel ecstatic to create this, because that's just ego coming in going, let's put that emotion on that thing, right? So I've gotten rid of that. It's like, no, what is this? What does this thing that I'm going for feel itself, right? You tune into that, and this doesn't require much. You just literally shut your eyes and you imagine it. You're like, well, what does this sales call feel? Right. There's abundance here. There's a bit of feeling each other out, and all of a sudden you'll start to get energy on what's coming your way, and you will use that energy to create. Very, very powerful technique. The other thing that I've needed to drop is, there's certain times where I create, and there's certain times where I just don't. It's Friday as I record this video, and what do we got? It is nearly 6 o'clock. I've had a rule for a very long time that on Fridays I finish at like 3, And after 3, I have a scotch. I sit down. I'm either sitting down and chilling out with some movies, or I'm going out and catching up with friends and what have you. But this Friday, it has been so strong. It's like, Jordan, go, 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 create, 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 business, business, business. And it's like, dude, I can't keep up. And there was a part of my ego that was like, oh, you were playing the guitar this morning, you were just unproductive. But it's like, no. But the guitar called to me this morning, so I picked it up and I played it, and then business came after that. It just in that flow. So there's nothing wrong with it, but I had to drop my idea on how my day needed to look, right? And through doing it this way, I've noticed, I'm like, God, I've got so much energy now for my weekend. So have a think about that for yourself, right? Are you taking because you want it to feel a certain way, and you want to get something out of your creation? So you're taking the energy that it away from it, so you can be enough to push it through, right? Because if you are, I'm telling you that's a big reason why things stagnate. It's because you're draining the life out of it. But if you're able to say, okay, well, what's the vision that I can see for this? What are the emotions? What's the touch, the feel of it? Like, engage all the senses that you can, and you'll notice that you'll actually start to draw energy from a higher place, and not from the creation in its current form. You will draw from the vision, you'll pull it in, and all of a sudden you'll just start to create, and it won't be a thing of like, have you got enough? Because you'll have plenty. And as a result of that, you will feel very energized afterwards, because you'll be like, God, that was awesome. Like, I didn't think I had much in the tank there, but bang, like a few hours later, I've got all this stuff complete, right? It's really cool. Anyway, that's enough from me. Hope you guys had a good week, and I'll catch up with you next time when I got more to share.